The View makes an outrageous claim for why Sarah Huckabee deserves Wolf's criticism. By Erin Moreno for TruthFeedNews.com. Not too surprisingly, the ladies on The View had little sympathy for the atrocious attacks on Sarah Huckabee. They gave Michelle Wolf high praises for her routine and claimed that Huckabee deserves the vulgar jokes they made about her because she works for Trump.
So, there seems to be a brutal backlash that has critics on both sides of the aisle calling for the end of the White House Correspondents' Dinner. People were outraged by Michelle Wolf's material, as she was the host, which included shots of Sarah Sanders, Kellyanne Conway. Take a look.
You guys gotta stop putting Kellyanne on your shows. All she does is lie. It's like that old saying, if a tree falls in the woods, how do we get Kellyanne under that tree? I'm not suggesting she gets hurt, just stuck. I actually really like Sarah. I think she's very resourceful. Like, she burns facts, and then she uses that ash to create a perfect smoky eye. Like, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's lies. It's probably lies.
Laughing their heads off here.
So
yeah, right, Joy.
Well, when I first saw the coverage of it, because I hadn't seen it live, I thought that someone had really pushed the limit, because every headline was it was awful, it was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Then I read it and watched the clips, and the comedian did her job.
Yeah.
She is there to come and push the envelope. That's what comedians do.
Right.
If people have a problem with it, it might be taking issue with this dinner as a whole in these times, but I don't think she should be blamed for anything, because I found a lot of her jokes, like the one about Mika and Joe.
Yeah.
It's like when a Me Too works out.
I know.
Because they're engaged.
They made it work. You know, I would like that.
Notice the forced laughter.
On Michelle. For that?
What?
Yeah. Well,
we don't.
that specifically
Sorry about that.
This dinner as a whole.
Because you right here, you're going to notice how they're trying to force the humor. Like they're not laughing really, they're trying to force the laugh.
In these times, but I don't think she should be blamed for anything, because I found a lot of her jokes, like the one about Mika and Joe.
Yeah.
It's like when a Me Too works out.
I know.
Because they're engaged.
They made it work.
You know, I would like that at all, because Mika turned on Michelle.
For that?
Yeah. Well,
we don't.
that specifically, she didn't give her a good review at all.
Well, I was in the room. I went to the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and people were laughing in the room. I mean, there were some groans, and there were some, people from the administration that were sort of looking like this, even at my table. And
they always look like that.
I was laughing. I was sitting with some of my old CNN friends. Don Lemon and I were cackling.
Of course you would with
and I
Don
agree with
Lemon.
you, Sarah. I mean, I think in many respects, comedy's supposed to be subversive, right? It's supposed to push the envelope. If you read it or see it, everything she said was based in truth and in facts. And
really?
And perhaps that's not
Says you.
what they like, but
And she hit everyone.
it's everyone, the media too.
To me, there's two different issues here, right? Whether she went too far, whether it's in good taste. This is a dinner that raises funds for White House Correspondents Association for scholarships for young journalists.
Yeah.
So it is for a good cause. It's supposed to be a kind of kumbaya type of night. I have been other years, and there's always a retort by the president. And so that kind of counterbalances it.
Yes.
Trump decides not to go. He didn't go last year. He didn't go this year. And so the brunt of it is borne by the people who are there, like Sarah Sanders, like Kellyanne. So to me, the question of whether it goes too far, look, I don't like roasts. I hate roasts. That wouldn't work with my people. You try that with my people, it's going to end up in shootings. But
Okay.
some people, I find it in bad taste. I found it in bad taste years before. I remember when Don Imus went after the Clintons, they were sitting right there. I remember when Stephen Colbert went after George W. Bush, and he was sitting right there. So it's, now the second issue though, to me, is the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy of people who today are clutching their pearls.
Yeah.
You know what?
They're talking about vulgarity, people in administration,
Yeah.
and how can you work for Trump and be offended by vulgarity?
Well,
I mean, that's what's
Yeah, right.
Listen, I congratulate shows off because she was able to do something that nobody else has been able to do. Get Trump supporters on TV yesterday and today, standing up for women who are getting offended and insulted over their looks.
Yeah. Yes, I have to say, you know, I chuckled a lot because I thought, seriously, guys? Yeah. You're pissed off?
Yeah.
This is what offends you? So it's good to know we found a thing that will make you cringe. But you know, as long as the gentlemen sit there and allow these remarks to be made about all kinds of women.
Yes.
You can't be surprised. You can't suddenly be shocked that now we're taking the jokes and we're sort of reflecting them back. And maybe you don't like them because you don't like what they look like.
Well, you know, I feel as though comedians are becoming an endangered species right now. There's something that I call the comedy removal services out there. You know, like some kind of organization going on that wants ever to suck all the laughs out of our lives and just leave us with Donald Trump, who, by the way, calls women fat pigs. As my father used to say, people who live in glass houses should dress in the cellar.
We'll be right back with more Hot Topic.
Well, that was riveting, wasn't it, everybody? Yeah, okay. Let me know what you guys think, because they were like just so obnoxious. That's all I have to say about them. And again, thank you so much for watching.